As far as I know, we're not even really talking to the Chinese, so I don't know how we're making progress on these big strategic issues. I mean, look, the Trump administration has made huge asks of China to change its industrial policy on forced technology transfer, to stop stealing our intellectual property. We're nowhere near agreements on any of that stuff, and there really, frankly, have not been high-level talks about any of this stuff. And, you know, Eamon's reporting is in line with mine, talking to senior administration officials who've said what Kudlow said on the air, which is we're not close to any kind of a deal. I think, frankly, the president doesn't like to see markets going down. He knows part of the reason they're going down is worry about a trade war with China and 25% tariffs on $500 billion in Chinese imports. That's real money that would hit consumers and the economy. So he's talking it up to say, well, I can make a deal one-on-one with Xi Jinping over dinner. And the market goes up on that. I think that's what we're seeing here is the president looking to goose the stock market.
Which is interesting, Eamon, because usually Larry Kudlow comes on and gooses the stock market.
Yeah, now that's Trump's job.
Right. The question is, who do you outsource that to, right? I mean, look, it's a question of perspective, right? The president's optimistic, and he thinks he's thinking maybe more long term than just next week, and you're just getting a lot of mixed messaging here from this White House. I'd put it that way.
I'll take the other side of it, Ben. I know there's been a lot of criticism in the media of our president, obviously, and of the negotiation tactics or whatever you want to call them. But what about the Chinese? Why aren't the Chinese coming to the table, right? Negotiations are not unilateral.
No,
they are bilateral. Sure. It's not just us having to sort of beg them to come or go to them.
No,
where is the aggressiveness
agree.
on their side? Why don't they fix the things that we are asking to fix? We'll meet in the middle. There's no movement either way.
Yeah, I have no brief for the Chinese here. They certainly should be addressing these things. And it's not the Trump administration's fault necessarily that these talks haven't happened. I'm simply commenting on the fact that Trump is claiming significant progress where, based on my reporting, there isn't any progress or even any talks towards progress. But of course, the Chinese bear an enormous amount of responsibility for industrial policies that hurt the United States and has hurt the United States for a long time and need to come to the table and do these talks. But from Larry and from others, it doesn't seem like that's happening. So I'm just not sure exactly what the president is talking about other than his aspirational goals to be able to unilaterally make this deal with Xi Jinping. Look, he said that about Kim Jong-un, that he would negotiate a great deal with him and thought he had at the time, and that never happened.
And guys, if I could just jump in on that thought, the big timing hinge here is the midterm election coming up on Tuesday, right? This White House has an enormous incentive to show that things are going well and progress is being made. At the same time, the Chinese have an incentive not to really cut a deal before that midterm election. That's why we maybe haven't seen a lot of communication from the Chinese side, because they want to see whether the president is politically weakened on Tuesday or politically strengthened. If he's strengthened, ultimately, they might cut a different type of deal than they would if he's weakened on Tuesday. No reason for them to necessarily come to the table before they know the answer to that question.
Yep, and they don't face elections. Eamon, good point. Thank you.